Oh my goodness, I forgot to put on my headset. Oh, I got the wrong title on here. Well, it says we're live, and I got Rock and Roll Racing on the title for this thing. I'll have to change that, because we're going flying. And this is a first for me. I'm trying a whole new setup here. So I got to make some settings in the plane here. So we're just going to do a landing. I've done some flights. Let me go over here. Let me see if I can. I wonder if I can edit this. I wonder if I can edit this while we're working here. X plane flying. Well, it'd help if I could spell. Or type, or whatever. Let's see if that changed it. Okay, X-plane flying. Now we should be live, X-plane flying, and G.Parker wanted to try something different, and I've done a bunch of recordings of me flying. Of course, you know, I stay honest. If I mess up, I mess up. I don't edit the video out, but I thought I'd do it under pressure. I'm just going to set myself up. Let me get over here. Let's see. I had to set up some hotkeys so I wouldn't be messing with my X-Plane software while I'm trying to broadcast live. So, and also, well, let me see if I can do this too. Let me see if I can bring it up so I can see the chat if there is any. Better do that before I get to doing anything else. Then there may not be anybody here. I don't know, because I didn't set that up. So let me go over here, and there we go. Okay, well, I'm live, and I can see the chat over there. And I got to see what I got to set up over here. I got to set up the... oh, yeah. Okay, let's go to me flying. And I got to set it up so I can hear the audio from the plane. So the game, I got to turn monitor on. Monitor and output. See, I should have had all this done ahead of time, but I got excited and wanted to go live. So, and it never fails. It's not working, and you have to set that up before you open the program. So for some reason it's not working, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Did I freeze up? Did I freeze up on the live stream? Do this too. Okay. Let's see if I can bring it up so I can see the chat if there is any. Better do that. I know one thing. I gotta mute myself over there. Okay, I don't see anybody in the chat, so at least nobody's having to watch the first part of this live while I'm messing around with stuff. Let me see if I can get this to go back to game properties. Okay, and advanced properties, and I'm going to be monitoring. Okay, that should work. And here we are. Okay, now we're going to start the flight, but we want to customize the flight. So I want to customize the location, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this flight 10 nautical miles out. Make confirm. I'm going to start the flight. Now let's see what happens. Let's see if the modern magic of YouTube and OBS software and Steam and X-Plane 11 all come together. And we're just going to do a short flight. We're just going to do a landing. I'm going to see how well I can do on a landing live. And I've already screwed this up because I should have had more set up. So there's Derek. Be sure you fly away from the traffic. Yeah, I'm not going to fly any traffic. I know that for sure. But we got to wait for this thing to load up. That's one thing about it. X-Plane does take a while to load up, but I think the reason it takes so long to load up is because it is got a lot of good graphics on it. And you can see right now, if you can see that, if it's showing up on your screen. No, it's not. It's blacked out. But on my screen, it's showing reading new scenery files. So it's going through its gyrations. For some reason, it blacks out the screen when it's doing that, when it's loading to you guys. But this isn't going to be very long because I've got supper in 20 minutes. And it looks like my video is quite a ways behind. Yeah, I'm watching it now on YouTube just to make sure I'm coming through okay, and it's way behind. So anyway, I'm still reading the new scenery files. Come on. Let's get loaded up here. Anyway, just wanted to have some fun with X-Plane 11. Old Off-Grid Arcade has been driving all over the country in his Trucking USA VR truck driving thing, which looks cool as all get out. But I just invested in the flight thing and the flight yoke, and I don't even have my pedals yet, so I'm not buying a steering wheel and all that for the truck simulator, American Truck Simulator, on its Planet on its quest. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it just kicked right in and I had to grab the controls, so I gotta turn my volume down a little bit in my headset here. Okay, now we're better. Okay. And I've got to see, I'm going to come over here and see the GPS, which now I can see. And I think that just took you guys out of the picture for seeing there for a minute. But anyway, hopefully it's still showing on YouTube. And KLXT is where I'm headed. I'm a little off course. Let me get a turn here. Need to cut my throttle down a little bit. There we are. On a straight path. We have to get our altitude down a little bit too. We're still 7.8 distance. I'm assuming that's nautical miles. And we're still over 2,000 feet. Let's start bringing ourselves down. We're 7 miles out, but let's get down to about 1,500 feet. Still got good airspeed. Got a nice descent here going. 500 feet per minute. We got 3 minutes out, so we're looking good. We're still on the right path. Need to head a little bit more north. And we're still a ways out, so we're okay with our descent. If you can see my instruments up there, I am descending at 3 to 400 feet per minute. Airspeed's at 110. Whoops, now my descent's really started to drop more. It's that gauge center right, bottom right, center right. And try to keep it right at 500 feet a minute. I could go down and mess with the autopilot and everything, but let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can get us to hold 500 feet a minute. No. Okay, let's see if it'll hold there. It's holding at 600 feet a minute. So I did remember the button that I needed to push to get that done. But I do see our airport off to our left. So I'm probably going to disengage this. Go down and make sure it's disengaged. Well, you're going to hear a little beep as I'm disengaging everything. Going back and looking. Okay, we're still way too high. Way too high. We are 1 minute out. We gotta lose some airspeed. We gotta drastically lose some airspeed. We're gonna engage our flaps, which will cause us to balloon up. Going with a little more rudder. More fuel because we don't want to I want to try to maintain about 80, and I'm only guessing. Looks like we're doing pretty good though. The line is right up. Now I use a lot of rudder when I'm coming in. Use an aileron, but I want to. Okay, let's get over here. Let's slow this thing down a little bit more. See how we're doing here. I always give it too much up at the wrong time. Oh, that's too much. Too much. Oh, I hit way too hard. Way too hard. Yep, didn't flare. Because I always flare too early. But here we are, Lee Summit, Missouri Airport. I didn't really take off. I just started this video. You can start on the ground, or you can start in the air, and I chose to start, I forget how far I was out, but a certain distance out from the airport. See, and I don't have rudder pedals. This is where I've got to use my hands. I can't wait till I get some rudder pedals. So now we're going to pull into the taxiway here. I use my thumbs. This thing's got thumb buttons up here on the yoke that you can use for. Whoa, we're getting awful close to that fellow's wing, aren't we? Oh no, we're fine. We'll just leave her right here. So, with that being said, let me come back over here And let's do something. I'm going to minimize this, which probably blanked your screen out for a middle. Let it minimize this. And then I'm going to take and, so you are going to lose a little bit of your video there, but it's just me sitting still. I'm going to pause the flight. Make sure that doesn't mess up something with OBS. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to go back and play back. This is what's cool. I can go back to replay mode. And let's back up here. I gotta get further back than that. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, hopefully this won't mess up my software here. So I got to hit Shift. I hope that did not end my broadcast. Nope, it says it's still streaming. So that's good. Okay, let's come back over here. It says it's still streaming, so let's take a look at this landing and give it a critique as I'm coming in. I gotta adjust these hotkeys because some of the keys that affect X-Plane are also keyed in to change my streaming and stuff on OBS, so I can't have that. I've got to make sure I don't do that. So anyway, let's take a look at this. Let's see if I can back up some. Let's back out. Let's take a look at that landing. Yeah, see there? Bounced. That might have caused some damage to the plane. And this is what's cool. We can back this flight up. We can bring it in again and give it another critique. I'll get down here off the side a little bit more. See right there. Yeah. I should have let it come down a little more and leveled out later. I don't know. Sometimes I sit and evaluate these. Yeah. Dang, Panther says wheels fell off. Yeah, that was a tough landing. Doggone it. Well, there you go. Thank goodness it's not a real plane, and I'm just learning on this thing. I mean, compared to what I was doing before, you should have seen what was going on. It was a mess. So, and this thing will tell you if you hit hard enough it blew a tire, or it'll actually tell you crashed, and it'll stop the game. So, evidently that wasn't bad enough for the game to consider it a crash. Well, let's stop this and let me look at my little cheat sheet so I know where I'm at. Here we go. There you go. Well, there's G.Parker flying live. I should have known better to do live. I could have gone around a few times, made a lot smoother landing. But what the heck? That's N172 Sierra Papa. Cessna 172 on X-Plane 11 landing in Lee Summit, Missouri. I've replayed the landing way too many times So, but I just wanted to experiment with doing this live. I want to thank Dank Panther for stopping by and Derek for stopping by while I was live, or at least being in on the chat. And hey, I'm going to end this thing. Have a good one, everybody, and thanks for watching.